think I just smurfed my pants.
So I just watched the new Smurfs movie, and yeah, I honestly don't know what to say. So, if you did not know, Paramount Pictures just released a movie about the Smurfs, and you know, it's I guess you could say it's really bad. I don't really remember a lot about the Smurfs movies except for the one that released in 2011, which I remember watching. And then there was the second one, which I basically have no idea about what happened in that movie. And then there was the animated one in 2017, made by Sony, which I don't know of anything about that one as well, except that I was just kind of bored of it. But now, we're on to this movie. And I guess the one thing I can say about this movie is that this was also really boring. Actually, you know what? It wasn't even just boring. It was bad. Also, you guys really liked my Minecraft movie review video that I done months ago, so I'm giving you something way worse than this.
Smash that subscribe button!
And I'm also just gonna be pointing out on the marketing thing all about like RIHANNA is SMURFETTE. Like, I don't even know what the hell that is all about. Like, why not like John Goodman as like Papa Smurf or something, like, or maybe Marshmallow. Just talk about anybody else instead of that. And the whole movie itself doesn't even feel like a Smurfs movie. It feels like more like a Trolls thing with like all like the musical numbers that happen like all for no reason. Which just shows that this is like a musical for a movie, for a franchise, which nobody even cares about and should not be revived at all. And even the humor itself is just really cringy, and even the voice acting is just cringy and all. Which just makes this entire movie just even worse somehow. And I guess I was supposed to watch something bad at the time because I just got back watching the most depressing like BFDI episode I've ever seen in my entire life. And now we're on this topic of characters, we may as well look at the posters because that's really fun. Alright, now the characters. We have RIHANNA is SMURFETTE, Papa Smurf, James Corden, Gargamel and Rosamel, Ken, Chewbacca and Gizmo combined together, Spy from Team Fortress 2.
Well, off to visit your mother!
Soundboard Smurf, Brainy Smurf, Worried Smurf, Ron, Marshmallow. Wait, hold on. Marshmallow? I haven't even heard of this guy ever since 2018. You know what? I may as well just continue right now. Giga Chad Smurf, Vanity Smurf, a random guy, Book from Battle for Dream Island again, Fetus, 2 wizard goblins, and a WWE wrestler. Wow, that took way longer than I expected. But yeah, there's basically just a lot of characters in this movie, and basically none of them don't really get a lot of screen time, and I feel like all the posters that you just saw is probably like a lot of spoilers, to be honest. Which I don't know if I could be talking about spoilers if you even care about them, considering that a lot of people actually hate this movie, like universally. And I know I might be sounding dumb for saying this, but honestly, I thought this would be like ironically good, considering that, like, okay, let me explain. When the first Transformers 1 trailer was revealed, a lot of people really hated it and thought it was gonna be like a comedy buddy film. Which honestly, I'm kind of fine whenever it comes to those types of films. They're not really my thing, but I like them. And honestly, when I saw this, I thought it would be ironically good, because sure, even if the trailer was bad, the animation still looked astounding, especially like animation now today. And sure, it's not like the type of like Spider-Verse style or like just normal Disney and Pixar, but you know, it's still like a pretty solid style for like an animated Transformers movie. And after the movie released, yeah, I was right. Transformers 1 was a pretty good movie. But the same can't really be said about the box office. Oof, yeah. But honestly, for this trailer, for the Smurfs, I thought it would also be good, considering the same happened with Transformers 1, but...
Smash that subscribe button!
But I will say and admit that this whole thing about the Smurfs traveling into different like universes and stuff, like it's like some other like Spider-Verse, it's like really cool, I'm gonna admit. and all like the different types of style, like a pixel style, and like the one point there was like an anime style for like no reason, which honestly actually did kind of make me laugh. I will admit that, and I don't really know why. I will say though, this movie is just, you know, not original at all. Like, it does look a lot of things that have been done before for like other movies that are not Smurfs, and other stuff that also wasn't Smurfs. Like, oh look, Papa Smurf has a long lost brother. How unoriginal can this movie even get? Oh look, here's another one, but this time it's Gargamel. What is happening anymore? Also, this movie introduces us to a creature named the Snooterpoots. What the hell does that even mean? But even with the movie being not original, they did create a lot of new stuff, which we did look at like a few minutes ago. And honestly, I am kind of fine with like a lot of these like comic book or like TV shows, like with a movie that's always like making up new stuff, which I'm kind of completely fine with. Like, well, I'm pretty sure the new Cat in the Hat movie done something like that once, or even like the Dr. Seuss books, like the rest of them, and even Alvin and the Chipmunks. And the one thing I will say is that I don't get why you have to market at least one person, even though you could just do the rest of them, considering all of them are pretty good actors, but you always just have to focus on at least one, which is a really old person who hasn't made an album in about like 10 years straight. And even some of the voice acting itself, it does not sound good at all. Like, Rihanna is Smurfette, and yet she does not sound good with that voice. Like, she's only good at making songs, not voice acting. It's true, it's just a kid's movie. Anyways, I give this movie a 4 out of 10. Don't watch this movie. Watch the 2011 version instead.